that's true.
Yeah, that was so weird. I mean, Edwin's was
With
especially
Edwin,
unfortunate. Yeah. What about Edwin?
did any? Oh, I mean, I think that could have been avoided.
Oh yeah, I definitely could have. Yeah. I kept telling him like,
I don't know if you saw on the stream, but like, I honestly think what caused it was he was like reading Twitch comments during that section
you
and
think?
like kept taking his eyes off. You could see in the stream he kept taking his eyes off the
Oh
track.
man, I watched it back on his stream, but I didn't look at his eyes.
Yeah, I think also like I think the first time you left, at one point he like made phone calls while he was driving.
What the heck? Yeah,
And
I kept telling him like,
I saw like someone called him and he was trying to call them back and kept like I was watching on the stream. I hopped in the Discord. I was like, Edwin, please don't do that. That's a really bad idea. And he's like, no, no, it's fine. Trust me. I can multitask. I've been reading stream comments all day. It's fine. And then like the phone incident isn't one did him, but I think it was like that general attitude of like, I don't know. I feel like he didn't take it seriously and then paid the price.
that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I didn't see that myself, but yeah, that tracks, cause he yeah, he was doing that from the start, and I was like, all right, let's focus on driving, because he was like reading comments in the weirdest spots. I'm like, can't it wait until the back straight or something? Like,
Yeah, literally. Or like worst case, you miss a comment, but like I don't know. I feel like when you're driving, driving's first priority,
yeah, it definitely
and
is,
then
especially
like
like,
you can answer comments when you're watching someone else drive, or at least on the straightaway.
yeah, and like, I remember his last stint, like as soon as he got in, he was telling people in his chat, like, okay guys, this is my last one, I gotta make it good, so I'm not really gonna be reading chat much. So, yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
I
that
think
wouldn't
that was him
surprise me.
trying to redeem himself.
Yeah.
It sucks because like we would have been third without.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
But I don't know. Hopefully we can like address that for the future, and then it won't
No,
happen
yeah,
again.
I'll chat with him about it. That was kind of annoying, because then eventually he just like muted himself whenever you chat with chat, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, he was like bragging about how he can multitask, which was obviously like a joke anyways, but he still was doing it.
Yeah, I mean, if he didn't crash, it would have been a joke.
Yeah, I'll have to look back at that moment to see what you saw.
Yeah.
The incident itself was
Like
kind of weird, but
honestly, I've crashed enough times in endurance races where like mistakes happen. I can't fault a mistake. Like, but I feel like when the mistake is because of an attitude thing rather than just like human error, that's two different things, you know?
yeah. I guess obviously he didn't mention that to us. Yeah, when I watched it on stream, he like randomly got loose, and yeah, I don't know.
Well, he hit the curb on the right.
Well, that's what sent him into the wall, but he was loose when he touched it was the problem. Like him getting loose is what,
Yeah.
like if he got, so if he got loose and didn't touch that curb, he would have been fine, and if he hadn't have gotten loose and touched that curb, well, I don't know, but he might have still been fine. But
I feel like if he hadn't have gotten loose and still touched that curb, he still would have been sent into the wall. Because like in that section of the track with how stiff this car is and how fast it's going, those curbs and how big they are, they will send you into the wall like that. Because I had that happen in practice.
gotcha. Yeah, I don't know if you saw mine, but it was
No, I
really,
did not.
so like it was basically the same section, but it was like a couple of curbs before, on the downhill left-hander that has a curb on the left, right before the really tricky right. I was starting to like nearly lose it there when I never had before, and I was really confused by that. So I was trying to take it easy.
Did you hit the curb and you lost it, or
Yeah.
you were losing it before the curb?
No, I hit the curb and lost it because I was trying to take it easier in there, but then that meant less speed, and that meant more steering to the left because of that. So
did you hit the curb kind of on the apex, or was it after when you were like preparing for the right-hander?
no, it was at the apex basically, and my car went all four wheels off the ground for like a solid second. It like
I did exactly that in practice, so I knew to avoid it.
Yeah.
Because that curb, it's like you hit it, and it'll just, it's death. Because what the problem is, like, it's that curb right before the track itself goes down.
Yeah.
So it's like you hit that curb, normally it would just be your front left going in the air or whatever. But it's like your front left goes in the air, and then you go over the crest of the hill, and all four wheels go in the air.
Yep, that's about right. I nearly saved it, but I overcorrected slightly, and then it only costed us 1 lap instead of like 5, or I guess 6. No, 5.
That's not bad.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like in the grand scheme, they were pretty similar mistakes. Just one was probably, I guess, caused by distraction, and yeah, mine was just caused by being overly cautious, I guess.
Yeah, so I ended up, when I did that in practice, I looked meticulously at the replay, like frame by frame, to see what happened and how I could avoid it. And I ended up adjusting my line for the entry. Or no, I'm thinking about the next corner, sorry.
You're good. I have a good method for the next one. I just like squeeze the throttle until it's stable. But
yeah.
Yeah, it was so weird because all race I wasn't having any problems there, and then after we fixed the car and I got in, I was starting to just like I nearly lost it like twice just going over it regularly. And like Edwin was commenting like, yeah, that was close. So I was like, okay, I gotta take it easy through here, but lifting was not what I was supposed to do, or I guess I was just too much to the left when I lifted. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, like when I would crest that hill, it would get really squirrely.
That one. I thought you were talking about the 1-2 corners from now.
No. Yeah, I
thought you were talking about this curb on the left right here.
Nope.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I think I've touched that once before. See, yeah, I think probably why you didn't get so much damage is because that's a way lower speed corner.
I like grazed the wall at 80 as opposed to slamming into it head on basically at 100 something like Edwin did.
Yeah. Edwin's crash would have been like fatal in real life.
Yeah, we didn't even get a meatball, but it was a lot of wheel damage, so I just towed it. You don't even really lose that much time from towing that late in the lap, like a minute maybe.
I am excited to like get back into it and actually start putting hours in again once I'm like free.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
I think I had a pretty good race today.
That's good.
And I had a good race at Sebring, or at least clean races. Like Sebring, I would have liked to have been faster, but I don't know. I'm starting to get the itch again to like improve.
That's good. That's what you need. Yeah. My wreck really frustrated me though, because all I was thinking about when I was sitting in the pits for 45 minutes waiting for the damage to be fixed, and then while I was driving, I was like, man, that really sucks. I can't believe he did that. And then I went and did something. I was like, I don't make mistakes, so that's really bad. Like that's
it's tough in that position because it's like hard to be frustrated
critical.
when someone else, yeah, I know what you mean.
Right side. Clear on the right.
At least we're getting points for P6 if we finish here.
Yeah, I think we'll get like 30,000. Everyone will.
Okay.
It kind of sucks a little bit because I think aside from Edwin, like Brett and I got way more points for IMSA just because it doesn't matter the scale of the special event. Or IMSA Classic, I meant to say.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Yeah. But I guess it's more
Well,
just
but
about...
Edwin raced that race too, so he had the chance.
Yeah, he finished fourth. Well, his class was always going to be harder, but yeah, he didn't practice a lot. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, he's been focusing a lot on stream stuff, and it's kind of working. I mean, he gets like consistently high single-digit viewers, which is more than anyone else can say for. But
Yeah, that's true.
I think when I assigned him, when I did that press release, and I was like, what can I give for Edwin? He likes streaming, content creator. I think he like took that upon himself to like get serious with it, but now he's focusing too much on it.
I get what you mean. But I mean, it could turn into something good, so.
Yeah, I'm glad he's doing it. He just needs to reprioritize a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he was like, before he got in the car even, he was like on the main broadcast, like glazing us and then telling everyone, hey, I'm about to get in the car, come hang out with me over here, like trying to plug himself, and then like talking a lot about like, oh, I got this person in here, and I got this person in here, and like, what the? And I think like, he did more than just reading chat and like doing the phone call. I think at one point he also like, I was slowing down to let him go, but oh well.
He was trying to be like personal.
Car right.
Yeah, he
Stay on the left.
was like,
Clear on the right.
what am I trying to think of exactly? He told me he had like, I don't remember what it was. There was something, and I was like, yeah, I did this, but you won't be able to see it because you're driving. And then he like managed to pull it up and like see it or something. Maybe it was like I updated the stint schedule and I was like, why are you doing that while driving? And then he was like, yeah, flaunting his multitasking ability and whatnot.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
But he was like, all race, he was like having close calls. And then like he was going really fast as well, like putting in 14s here and there. Like, well, that's good, I guess. But yeah, he was making me nervous.
Yeah, but I mean, this, like, we were potentially the slowest team here on pace and could have podiumed by just being clean.
Yeah.
And I think 3 of the 4 of us understood that.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to be a narc or something and say that I wouldn't have wrecked if he hadn't have wrecked first, but I don't know, it probably would have made a difference.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Like, when you drive differently, not you specifically, but all of us, like, drive differently, like, when our hopes have kind of been diminished versus, like, when we're on for something.
Well, and also just, like, I was warning everyone about this.
Right side.
Frickin' balls, bro.
You're on the left. 3 wide. Car right.
Jesus.
2 wide.
Ugh.
Clear on the right. No damage. Car looks clean.
I can never tell when they go to the left of me there if they're like wanting to cross over or just stay there.
Clear.
The Porsche Cup leader passed me in the craziest spot.
Oh yeah?
And I thought I was gonna kill him, and then he, like, his plan the whole time was to use the grass.
Wow.
But, like, I did all, dude, it was... Once you get to the point on track where it happened, I'll tell you what
Right
he did.
side,
Okay.
clear on the right.
It's like, you know the corner where you get airtime?
Yeah.
Like you know the left-hander after it?
Yeah.
This Porsche Cup leader passed me around the outside of that left-hander.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know, like we have to commit.
Yeah,
He passed me after I already committed, so I tried to like brake after the fact to make sure I wouldn't run wide into him, thinking like this is about to be a huge crash, and then he just goes into the grass on the right on exit, like that was his plan the whole time, and I was like, that's insane.
yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel like you have to be world class to be able to pull off a pass like that.
Yeah, I guess that's how you can separate sim racers from real ones. You wouldn't be doing that in real life. Yeah, there was one point where it wasn't as crazy as that, but it was like a GT4 was trying to pass me pretty early on in the Nordschleife, and it was like after the right kink, before like the series of like left rights in that section, if you know what I'm talking about. It's like really
Sorry,
early on.
repeat that. I wasn't. That was
It's like the
maybe I don't know if you want to wait till after this section, because we're gonna get the big straight soon.
okay.
Faster car coming up quick.
Wow, right here is insane.
Yeah.
Especially because it's not a lot of grass to use there. Please go.
Car
Oh
on.
my.
Clear on the right. You cut the course. You've got to slow down and
Wow.
give up that time. You've got wheel damage.
Not your fault, honestly.
No, clearly not.
This guy's rear bumper's messed up before he even hit you.
Yeah, it's
Oh, there was also netcode, to be fair, like pretty badly.
That's bum cheeks. How bad's my damage?
I don't think it's that bad, honestly. Let me look at the front.
I have wheel damage a little bit.
It should be quick. I think.
You think I should just come
Probably
in now
just.
and just take tires and fuel and go to the end from here?
Yeah, I would, because like if you end up the risk of crashing and then getting like totaling the cars, like not worth it when we're probably not even gonna fight for position.
Yeah, okay. We're 97 incident points now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a drive through.
Yeah. I feel like as the race has gone on, they've been less reasonable. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't
so
know if they've
nice.
gotten like comfortable or what.
They were
Like
so nice at the
complacent.
start, yeah, I mean.
I think they've somewhat learned what they can get away with, and then have gotten too complacent in trying to like, I don't know.
Pit box in. 10,
I'm gonna not take tires.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. All the damage is repairable.
Minute and a half.
Said minute and a half.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yep. I don't know why I couldn't have just waited though. Well, at least now I can turn my fan on.
Yeah, I've had. I think I had a GT3 pass me like basically where that Porsche Cup tried to pass you, but just a little bit after. But it was a similar thing where it's like he's expecting me to be able to stay on the left half of the track in like a one-line section for the M2.
Yeah, we've had to take
And
to the grass a few
Repairs are
times.
nearly done.
yeah, I had to do it with that guy. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, well, at least now when I get to that spot I was trying to talk about, I'll just tell you.
Oh yeah, you can tell me now. I might know what you're saying.
It was oh, now I'm getting a glare in my room, but repairs are done, so.
We're done. Get going.
Yeah, it was right after the fast right kink at the start of Nords. It was like the next
Yeah,
corner.
yeah.
The start of the next corner sequence. I had a GT4.
Like when you're braking for that left-hander type thing.
Yeah, he was trying to go around my right side, like going into that complex when he like wasn't there yet, but he really tried to.
I had a GT3 hint that I think it might have been the GT3 leader, hint that he was gonna try to get to my outside. So I actually gave him the room, like preparing for the braking zone. I was on the left, but then he braked at the last minute and just stayed behind me. And I was like, okay, well, now you've lost a lot of time when I was gonna give you the line anyway.
Yeah, I've had people do that as well.
But
yeah.
I guess I'd rather have them brake in caution than like send it in somewhere they shouldn't.
For sure. But yeah, that GT4, like I was like having to use the curb and I was like, this isn't gonna end well. Because I didn't look back at it, but I think what happened was like, I couldn't stay far enough to the left with that curb. And it made me like touch him and get like half punted toward the wall. And then like a GT3 was also trying to come through, but I was just going slowly enough to not touch the wall. But yeah, it was, I don't know, they were so nice at the beginning, for the most part.
Yeah.
You think,
I will say, even with the shit they've been doing at the end, it's like infinitely better than the practice sessions this week.
For sure. Now I really wish I
The
closed
practice
my
sessions
blinds.
had me thinking that this race was gonna be worse.
Yeah, understandable. Yeah, it was right here.
Yeah.
I'm really wishing I closed my blinds right before I left the pit box. I'm starting to get a glare on my screen from the sun coming up.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, it's funny because it happened to me as well the first time we did the Nürb 24. Are you planning on staying on, or are you gonna go to sleep at some point?
Originally, I was gonna get off, but then we started talking, and now there's only an hour 20 left. I think I'll just stay on until the end.
That's cool. Yeah, this will be a lot more doable talking to someone. On the bright side of things, we all seem to be pretty on it with pace for the most part, at least for what we should expect of ourselves, because Brett and Edwin were able to do like 14s, Brett a little bit more often.
Brett was doing 12s at the end.
Man.
Yeah, he nearly hit an 11. Brett, and I looked like...
Oh, 12.5, yeah, I see.
I think the Simify, who's leading now, but has been like near the lead the whole race.
Yeah.
Whoever was in when Brett was doing 12s was only doing 10s. So
Nice.
Brett was like basically 2.5 seconds off of like top pace.
That's good.
And then I think I was like 2 seconds off Brett because I was doing 14s.
Okay. Well, okay. So everyone did a 14 except Jacob. Great.
Did you do 15?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's not far off.
No, it's close enough.
Yeah. Do you think we were the lowest rated
No, we
M2?
We were the 8th lowest. Or no, I meant 3rd
8th
lowest.
highest?
Yeah. 3rd lowest.
Yeah, okay.
There's one team that I have not seen have higher than like a 4 point something, okay? I've seen like a 2800 in their car, I've seen a 30 something hundred in their car.
Yeah, I'd say our pace was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean...
And our cleanliness was pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty...
The,
it's unfortunate, but it was pretty fantastic to go more than half of the race without any major issue.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we didn't even have so much...
And I feel like for this race, it's really easy to just have the incidents rack up. Especially in this car. I feel like lapping this for 24 hours in a GT3 is way easier in terms of avoiding shit. But this car is brutal.
Yeah. And I think the GT4 is probably pretty difficult too, but you have less traffic to deal with.
Yeah.
This car handles like a GT4, really. It has a little more rear stability. But like low aero profile. Oh, that glare is getting kind of bad now.
Yeah, I think we were really close to being able to be like really proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
Instead we're like just kind of hopeful for the future based on like good signs, but not like result.
Yeah, I mean, we did what we came out, we set out to do, which was just to make the event and then finish in like the top 3 quarters to get special event points, and that's what we're gonna have done.
Yeah, I suppose like going into this, especially like before we even started practicing, I would have never expected a podium, so
yeah.
I can't be too disappointed. It just, oh man, it sucks that like it felt like we could taste it. I know there was still like probably 10 or 12 hours left when the big crash happened, but you know.
Yeah, there was like, Edwin was on at the end of his penultimate lap of his 3rd of 4 stints. I was just about to get in the car, and then that happened. But there was like 11 hours and like 40 minutes or something left. Yeah, I feel like that kind of happened at the Daytona 24 too, because we were running 4th in GT3 with like 10 hours in or something, but we ended up finishing 10. we capitalized on all the chaos, but then we like had our own when it was less chaotic.
Well, our car was wicked fast in the rain too
Yeah.
at Daytona.
And then like
And I
even
think
after,
I know why, based on like setup.
Yeah, and then
It
even
was, like,
afterwards.
on accident, but
yeah, even afterwards, it was like we were way closer on dry pace compared to where we were before.
17.992.
yeah, I hope I get to be able to put a good race together with Edwin at some point, because
Have you not yet?
right now the only races I've done with him are Sebring and this race, and both of those races he had like the only major crash.
Oh man.
Which is just unfortunate, that because I'm pretty sure he was flawless at Bathurst, and I just happened to not do that. So it's like,
Yeah, he's really good at Bathurst. Edwin really intrigues me because like on paper he's like he has like the potential to be the best of all of us. He has like the highest I rating. Well, not now that Kyle's in, but of us original four, if you can call it original. He's got the highest I rating of us. He's like really good. He's like one of the top LMP3 drivers, even if it's just not a very popular car. And then there's like certain things he's just absolutely killer in, and you just can't touch him. But then there's like certain things when he doesn't love what he's doing, he just tends to be very hit or miss.
yeah.
Yeah, I think if he focused on not making
And I think
mistakes.
he's really strong with pace, but then like when it comes to battling, he's a little weak there.
Yeah, that's why he's never started a race for us. To be fair, of
Well,
all
he
races.
started Bathurst.
Oh, did he? Okay, well I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, but I made this schedule for that.
Yeah, I've never had it. Well, he's really good at Bathurst, so that kind of makes sense.
Oh, that's fair.
But like, if any race that I would have had him start for us, it probably would have been this one, just because it doesn't matter the fighting. But yeah, usually I'm just like, yeah, no, Edwin's way too cautious. I'm not having him start.
I think like having me not start was totally the right move based on like the frame rate issues I've been having.
Yeah.
But had I not been having those issues, I would have loved to start.
Yeah. Like that was my original thought process. Once I knew Brett couldn't start.
Yeah, I was like, I would have made the same call, and I was like thinking about who was gonna start leading up to it if it wasn't Brett. And I was like, well, it can't be me because I don't know if my PC can handle that. But like, man, I would have loved to.
Yeah, I would have loved for you too. It would have been major deja vu of 2022.
Oh,
I keep calling back to that because that's the only other time I've done this race, even though I know you've done it a couple other times.
Did you not do it in the Porsche Cup with us?
No, because that was my graduation weekend.
Oh, word.
I also didn't have a car.
Yeah, freaking Eric was like, no, I'm only gonna do it in the Porsche Cup, even though I own all these other cars.
Man.
When I made the availability thing for that race, he
That
clicked
sucks.
the only thing he checkmarked was the Porsche Cup. So like 2 or 3 of us bought the Porsche Cup just because he didn't want to drive the M4 or whatever.
M4?
And the M4 GT3.
Oh, okay.
Because we all own that. But he did not check. He was like, Porsche Cup or nothing. So I think Razzo and I bought the Porsche Cup just for that.
Wow. And I guess that was too long ago to get any sort of refund when the new one came out. Yeah, that was...
Honestly, I don't remember ever buying the new one, but I have it.
Huh. You didn't buy it just in case you were going to do the time trial for the qualifier?
Coming up quick.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Clear on the left.
Yep, you go on, King. Track is yours.
someday I will drive this track in real life.
I look forward to that day for you. I just hope you don't die. I keep getting,
Same.
dude, whenever I go on Facebook, like once or twice a day to make sure all the old folks are still doing good or something, I'll go to Reels for like one video, and it's always that guy who's like super muscular driving random cars on the Nordschleife.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like I think he's like a quote unquote pro driver at that track, and he has this thing where people pay him to drive their personal car to like show them the ropes. So he just gets to have fun driving whatever the frick. Like he drives so many different things. And it's always like, oh, this person almost killed me, or oil slick, or I almost crashed. Yeah, all I ever see out of, I guess I wouldn't see it otherwise, but all I ever see are like crazy incidents. And like you'll have supercars on the same track as Honda Fits, and it's pretty terrifying, the closing speed. If you could choose any car to take around here for your first time, what would it be though?
Probably any car.
Well, any street legal car we'll start with.
I mean, probably an Aston Martin Valkyrie.
Here for your first go.
Yeah, dude.
Man.
Thing would be nuts.
It would be.
But if it was like more reasonable options, I would probably say like a Lotus Elise.
I thought you said you wanted a wing.
A what?
I thought you said you wanted a car with a wing.
I mean, I guess I do, but I also would want a car that's lightweight.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I think a wing only does so much. It's more like, as far as aero goes, it's more like underfloor aero diffuser type of stuff that makes a big difference.
Okay. Wherever you can get your downforce, I guess.
A Viper ACR would be really fun.
Dang.
Faster car coming up quick.
Would it be bad for me to say, oh, please don't kill me?
Right side.
Okay, that was
Clear.
as late as you
That
could have
works.
done that, yeah. Any later, that would have been really bad. Yeah, would it be bad to say that I think a GR86 actually would be pretty fun and easy around here?
Oh, I totally agree.
Yeah, I'd probably choose that for my first time.
What?
I'd probably choose
Yeah,
that one
that's
for my
fair.
first time. It was like really cold in this room, and then I started driving, and then I got the chance to turn on my fan, but now the sun's like glaring in my face and it's getting warmer again. I'm in my church clothes because we're going to church later today. So it's like long sleeves and pants. It's 36 degrees when I went outside.
Never. I always like sweat like a pig when I sim race.
It was 69 in the house, so I
Faster traffic
figured,
approaching.
but yeah, I probably
So
could've-
like I normally
Car on.
keep my apartment on like 75,
Yeah, you told me.
and oh okay.
Yeah, then you turn it down to 70 when you sim race. Which
Yeah,
I think
and
is a
still
huge
sweat
difference.
bullets.
Yeah. 70 is way colder than 75. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, like if I forget to turn it back up, like I will know very quickly because I'll be freezing if I'm not sim racing.
Yeah. I think
But even at 70, I'll sweat bullets.
I can't be cold when I start sim racing, or I'm really shaky with my inputs. So
18.51.
I would prefer to be hot than to be cold sim racing. I think back to like when I had that old apartment that you stayed at once to myself, and I would have it in the winter like at 60 degrees, crazy like that.
That's
Remember?
stupid.
Yeah, but you were there, and it wasn't actually that bad.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
But I remember like I would be sim racing with that, and it would take me like 30 minutes. Well, maybe not 30 minutes, but like 20 minutes of driving to actually be warm enough to not be shaking like, all over the place out of cold. Like with my, not like shivering, but like my feet would just be really shaky.
See, I feel like I don't have that problem, because even if I do have that problem, I'm like, my body temp is good after like 2 minutes.
That's good.
The car in front is pitting.
I think it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I'm just a sweat. Because I think it's a mental thing. Because I used to sweat like playing Forza on controller.
Yeah.
And that, you're not like, not even moving really. You're just moving your fingers, and I would sweat.
Yeah, I get that though. Like, my mental thing is I always need to take a piss before league races that happen in the evening. Like every CIL race, no matter how little or how much or liquid I've had or how much sugar I've had, which tends to make me pee more, it's like I always need to pee really bad, like halfway into it, regardless of what I've done.
Oh, that's weird.
It sucks, yeah. I'm like dying at the end of every race. I can probably count on my on like one or two hands out of 100, like the more than 100 races I've done in CIL, how many times I've done it and not needed to pee really bad by the end of the race. Probably because I got like
Are the
out.
post-race interviews like brutal?
No, usually they, well I used to actually just hold it in, because I used to do them pretty quickly, but this past few seasons they've waited like 5 to 10 minutes, so I've had time to go pee.
Okay.
But yeah, by the end I'm like not even really worried about getting up, because it's like I'm just used to it. Like what's another minute?
There was one time I was doing a race on Forza, and I had to, it was like, on Forza you race for basically an hour 40 minutes at a time on endurances.
Yeah.
And I had to pee in the middle. And when I pit, I just ran to the bathroom and took what felt like was the longest pee of my life. And I was, with Forza, it's like the whole pit sequence is automated. So I have to make it back before the end.
Or you'd crash.
Or, yeah, exactly. My car would just coast out of on the pit exit into like right into danger.
Yeah.
So I finished. I didn't even wash my hands, even though I always wash my hands. I just fucking darted back, and literally like picked up the controller right as I was exiting the pits.
Perfect.
I've never had any situations like that since.
That's really funny. I did not know that it was automated like that. It makes sense though. I guess I never really thought about it.
I feel like most games are like that though.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. I just never thought about it. Man.
Yeah, there was this one Forza race where like in the stream, we were watching the stream for like C lobby, which is split 3.
Yeah.
And like this guy just randomly like pulled over and stopped at the side of the road. And we're like, what happened to that guy? And apparently it was like some dude who was like 70 and sim raced. And he said he had to stop to go to the bathroom. And then he came back. It's like, that's crazy.
Man. My thing, like sometimes I'll get the opportunity, like during a pit stop, or maybe I'm like fixing damage in the pits under a yellow in an oval race, and I'll have like a minute. But when I go, it takes a while. I've been holding it for so long, it takes like a solid 10-15 seconds to even like start. So I don't even know if sometimes I just don't go even if I have the chance, because I don't think I'd make it back in time.
I think if it was a big enough race, particularly like endurance, and like we're on for a good result, if I needed to, I would just like piss myself.
Seriously, man, I would just get a.
If it was this race, and we're on for a podium, but like the field is still close, and I had to pee, I would totally just piss myself as opposed to like ruining our chances of a podium.
Yeah. Man, I think I would. I don't think I could piss myself. You think
I
you
would
would actually be
obviously
able
try
to?
to hold it for as long as I could, but like, if it came down to making that decision, I would pick the race.
You really think you can just voluntarily piss yourself?
Oh, I definitely could.
That's crazy. I don't think I've done that since I was like 11.
I think the last time I pissed myself, I was 16, but it was because I was like really drunk.
Nice.
And beer goes through you
Yeah.
like nothing else.
Yeah, I hear
And
it.
I didn't know that yet because it was like my second time ever being drunk.
Nice.
I would have made it to the bathroom in time, but like, okay, we were in Belgium, and like whatever like apartment we were staying at or Airbnb, whatever, I could not figure out how to get the key to work. Probably in a combination of being like drunk and also in a rush. I just could not figure it out. So I'm
Yeah.
sitting there at the door, like trying to get the door to unlock forever. And then it just like happened and I like pissed myself in the hallway.
Man.
And then afterwards I like after I finally got the door, like once I was no longer like in a panic, I was able to get the door open and I was like, fuck. And then I had to clean it up, and luckily, like, no one
Oh, it went all the way
stumbled
through?
upon. What?
You went all the way through?
Oh yeah.
Man, that's embarrassing.
it was yeah, it was awful.
Man. Yeah, I remember like.
I can't believe that's like 9 years ago now.
Yeah, well, you and me were doing very different things at 16.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking about like getting drunk, but.
Yeah, I figured that's what you were doing.
Not pissing yourself. Well, I wasn't doing that either, but.
Yeah.
Um.
I mean, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
But it was funny because like I was super embarrassed about it, as you would think.
Yeah.
And my older brother, I was like, so my older brother who was on that trip, I was like, don't tell anyone, like don't tell Eric, who's my oldest brother who wasn't on the trip.
Yeah.
But then he did, and I was like super embarrassed about it. But my brother Alex was like, dude, Eric doesn't care. He's pissed himself before too, because like both of my older brothers were in a frat at ASU.
Yeah.
So they have some wild like getting drunk stories that are worse than that one. So like I did not realize that like for the two of them discussing it, it was like really not that embarrassing in comparison to like their stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like my oldest brother at a college party once, like got super drunk, puked in a pool, and then continued drinking afterwards, and like a couple hours later forgot that he puked in the pool and started drinking that pool water. And like everyone in the frat just called them pool water for like a year after that as a nickname. They'd be like, oh hey, pool water, what's up?
Like, was he like in the pool drinking it, or?
I think so. I think he was swimming, but I don't know, to be honest. I've only heard the story secondhand.
That's crazy.
It's fucking nasty.
Yeah, those kind of stories remind me of like that one I told you about, Logan, the night before his wedding.
Oh my god, yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah. I finally got the chance to tell him that I've like been telling people, and I was like, oh yeah, do it. It's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When I was 16, what was I doing? I didn't do much at 16. I was just doing F1 league racing. Yeah, I don't remember any crazy stories when I was 16 that are like funny at least.
I've got some funny stories about Tyler.
Oh yeah.
Because we went to the same high school, so we
Oh,
were...
that reminds me, before you start it, or if you're going to start it, there was like several people who I think used to be with us on AMS that were like cheering us on in the Top Split broadcast, the part 1, when it was on us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sandman.
I know, I sent Tyler the stream link, so...
Yeah, Sandman was in there, and then there was one other person, I forgot their name, and I didn't recognize it, but I just assumed it was someone who knew us.
It might have been one of Sandman's friends, or like one of mine and Sandman's mutual friends or something.
Maybe. But there was one team that had like an inappropriate paint scheme, had like caught us after starting on quali fuel and needing a pit early, and they DM'd me asking me to like fake battle him to get on the broadcast. And so we fake
Really?
battled for like 2 laps, and it cost me like 4 seconds, but yeah, they like highlighted us in the broadcast for like 5 minutes. So.
I think Tyler texted me saying like, yo, what a stint from Jake or whatever.
Yeah, that was
So,
probably
but I woke up and saw that text, so I like had to rewind the broadcast to see it. And I'm like, I think that's the battle you were talking about.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious that was just like artificial.
Yeah, and then like we pit eventually.
Because
Which is what
I remember thinking to myself like, why is Jake putting all these half moves in? Like, he'd be better off either sticking behind this guy or putting like a committed move.
Oh yeah.
But like what you said makes so much more sense now.
Yeah. He told me to he asked to fake battle him in like the tightest section of the track though, so we just like waited until the backstretch. And then just started like racing there, but then I eventually had to pit, but I like got by him right before I pit, so I guess I technically won.
Yeah, I remember
But then he wrecked.
in the broadcast when you pit, they were like, dang, well that ends that battle that we were really interested in watching. Let's go.
Nice. Yeah, they were like riding on board with me for like half a lap or something, is what Edwin said. But yeah, he it's
Was
funny.
that the Caustic likes Goth Girls team or something?
I think so. Or wait, no, it was Fraudline.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the Goth Girls team made it like 3 laps.
Yeah. They mentioned that on the broadcast. Like they wouldn't say the team name, but they're like, and this team making their preferences known or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds like the right way to phrase it. Yeah, but it's just funny because in that Fraudline team absolutely killed themselves and like got a ton of damage like right after they made their pit stop a lap or 2 after us.
Was it when you were in that battle that the other guy who you can't remember the name of was in the chat?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll try to
They said like
and look.
said like Jake Cummings, the GOAT, or something like that. And then like Sean Campbell was in the chat talking about like CIL representation when it was on me too.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Because he did CIL when it was the GTP, LMP2, GT3 season that you did like 2 races of, or attempted to do 2 races of.
Yeah.
Faster car coming up quick.
Was it in Twitch or YouTube that
I
you were talking about these comments?
I don't. Edwin didn't say which one it was. I always assume YouTube, but he's more of a Twitch guy, so maybe it was on Twitch.
Yeah, because I think I saw. It probably was on Twitch. Well, I did send Sandman the YouTube link, but.
Yeah, I don't know. Man, I'm gonna have to go through 2 different live streams chats to see if we get mentioned. 48 hours of footage to go through.
I want to know who it was, though.
Yeah, it had like a generic username, like one they give you when you just randomly sign up and you don't pick one. It was like some random word and then
The
4
lead is
numbers.
fitting now.
And it didn't sound familiar.
Faster
It might
traffic
have. It makes me
approaching.
think it might have been a friend or someone on the team of the person that we were battling. Please don't kill me. You're not passing me.
Right
Or
side.
I guess you are passing me.
Clear on the right. Slow down. You got a penalty? We're cutting the course. The lead is fitting now. .311. Faster car coming up quick. Right side. Clear on the right. Faster car coming up quick. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Any luck?
What?
Any luck?
Not so far. It took me forever to find it on the Twitch stream. It's also kind of annoying, like, getting comments to load on a stream, because it's like, if you fast forward, it won't show you previous comments. You have to actually, like, watch.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking of Sandman, though, he's been looking at cool cars to buy,
Oh yeah.
and he may bring one. He may buy. I think he's been looking at a Civic Type R recently.
Nice.
And if he gets one, he's definitely gonna bring it to tail in November.
That's awesome.
And then, do you remember Matt?
I think so.
He's I let him drive my car when you went to tail the first time.
Oh, I thought that was Kylan. Whoops.
No.
I know who you're talking about now, though. I just mixed it up, I guess.
Yeah. Matt just got a Lancer Evo.
Sweet.
I don't know if you're...
I'm in nowhere.
Yeah, that car's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Faster traffic approaching.
Let's have a fake battle for the broadcast is still so funny to me.
Yeah.
Especially because it worked.
Well, it kind of made sense coming from them, because they had, like, just the silliest paint scheme you can imagine. So, like, they're just there for giggles.
Right side.
I think they didn't. They didn't show the paint scheme on the broadcast.
No, they didn't. It was like very, very, like anime titties.
Jesus.
Yeah. But on the back they had like, I guess one of their drivers and a bunch of weird like distorted ways, and it said like, what did he even do on the bumper? Like one of those memes, I guess.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then they were like DMing me after, like, oh yeah, we're redeemed because, I guess, because of their starting issue.
They were the ones who started on quali fuel?
That's what we assume. They pitted after 2 laps.
Okay.
But they were pretty fast until they wrecked.
.133.
Race Lab keeps teetering between I'll have enough or I'll need to come in for another lap of fuel. I think I'll be fine though.
There's no way you will have enough.
the car coming
Oh
up
wait,
quick.
no, you pit after the damage. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Actually, weirdly, right now it's saying I'm 2 laps short. Or maybe that's just the 1 lap margin it's including, which I wouldn't need.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
I saw a really weird incident between the Grid and Go team in our class and the person we've been chasing since Edwin's accident, where like the Grid and Go car was flashing a lot, going kind of slow around this part of the track, and that other car tried to pass on the outside when it was disappeared, and then it reappeared and like they killed each other basically.
Was that when the Grid and Go was leading, or after they already?
No, they were leading, or no, they were second.
Oh, okay. So that was the incident that brought them down.
Okay.
I'm asking.
Oh, I think. I don't know. I'm assuming, because I think if they had a second incident like that, then they would have been closer to us.
Faster car coming up quick.
Okay.
I just saw it on the broadcast, like right before I was going to bed.
Gotcha.
So that's. I was like, that's.
I
Really
think
weird.
Brett said that their team had some kind of connection issue, that which is why they lost so many positions. I don't
Yeah.
know if that was it or not.
Probably.
At first, when you said they were flashing, I thought you
Alright.
meant like flashing the headlights.
Blinking. My bad.
Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Or flashing the animateddies.
Yeah. Except it wasn't them, but
Yeah, I know.
maybe it was like
Just
Distracted.
different
they were distracted.
meanings of the word flashing.
Yeah. Yeah, but that paint scheme was like very close to being like bannable material. It was like right on the edge.
In the Twitch chat, they're saying, "Why are you removing the livery? This is discrimination. Reinstate the livery."
You're withholding paint scheme from the public.
I would expect that that paint job would be on the Caustic Likes Goth Girls team, but it's
Yeah. Well, they weren't goth.
funny that two I know, but still,
Yeah.
just in terms of like boldness,
Yeah.
it's funny that 2 different teams had the audacity to do something along those.
I also like.
Lines.
Well, if you go to my stream, you can find the paint scheme in question.
Okay.
Faster traffic approaching.
I think it would be like right towards the end of my part 1 stream, because that was the second time I was in the car really late on.
clear.
I'll say the most hairy parts for multi-class has been like 2 different classes lapping you while one of them is also lapping the other.
Yeah. Sounds
Like
about
I had
right.
one that was like, I think TCR, GT3, and maybe GT4, or it might have been Porsche Cup, TCR and GT4 or something, into that kind of corkscrew right left. Do you know what I'm talking about? That corkscrew right left that's like downhill and then.
No, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, well, it was hairy.
I'm sure it was. Yeah, the touring cars are really annoying because we're like hardly slower than them in the straights or on accelerating, and then we are faster top end.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad for me though. I like.
You have to like negotiate it though.
For me, where they've gotten me is like a couple turns after the carousel, and it's worked out really well because they fly through that section.
Yeah, that's the
Clear
best
on the
place
right.
in that tight, twisty section.
They're saying in the chat, justice for fraud line because of the livery.
Yeah, that's definitely like all their friends, I guess.
Yeah. Damn, you've been clean though.
I was really hoping you wouldn't say that.
Oh, I mean, you got like 1x earlier, fuck you.
Yeah, you're right. I should be better.
Honestly.
Oh my gosh, again.
Right side.
Okay,
Clear
that
on
actually
the right.
wasn't so bad. Same guy though.
Yeah, that
Okay.
works.
Or was that the same guy? I don't actually know.
Faster car coming up quick. Right side. Clear on the right. The leader just did a 12.4.
Okay, I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Faster traffic approaching. Faster traffic approaching. Car on your left. Clear on the left. Faster traffic approaching. Car on your left. Clear.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome. I got a 1X for you.
Disappointing.
Yeah, this, I think it was the same Porsche Cup that put us in the wall earlier. Passed me in like a kind of sketchy way, and then a GT3 was trying to pass him right after, and he was like racing him and like doing crossovers and stuff, and it distracted me.
Okay, it would be like iconic if we finished the race at 99 though.
It would be. Wouldn't be the first time. Or at least being one away from the drive-through limit.
Yeah. I can't remember the other time it happened, but I remember like vaguely this position.
Yeah. More often than not though, yeah, it doesn't happen. I mean, I know it's disappointing where we are now, but I guess on the bright side, we didn't even think at the start of the year that we could do this race and be broadcast split. Definitely the biggest special event broadcast we've been in.
Yeah, I mean there are definitely positives to take away.
Yeah.
It's like it's just those positives are bittersweet, but like even P6 is in this kind of race is not bad at all.
Yeah. We gain I rating, we get points. Yeah. I was relieved, like, before I went to bed that I saw, like, there was no way we couldn't get special event points. So, like, okay, technically, we can't say we did terribly because of that. And I mean, yes, Edwin did have that crazy accident, which put us back a lot, but I think like Brett alone has gotten more than like a third of our X's. So I mean, we all
Brett
have,
did get a lot of X's.
Yeah, he was like, I didn't even know where I got him, which really confused me.
He was just getting a lot of. There are a lot of corners where it's like the game will give you like the optimal line is to take a curb, but if you take too much of it, the game gives you an X. And I think it was mostly those.
Gotcha. We're still all gonna gain like hella I rating though. Or not I rating,
Hella?
safety rating.
Oh, safety, I'll probably be 499.
No, we're probably only gonna get like 3, 4 I rating each.
You just said hella.
No, I mean I'm talking
No,
about I
safety
rating.
rating. No, safety rating, I'll be 499.
Yeah, safety rating will get a lot of I rating. No, we're not gonna get much of that.
Yeah, I mean, that's expected.
We were actually gonna get like about 10 apiece when we were running 4th. These tires are starting to feel kind of
Faster
doo-doo.
traffic approaching. Car right. Clear on the right.
I think I've done just about a whole stint on these now. Still 3 laps to do on them though.
Also, if you didn't have enough fuel to finish the race, you could just drive until you ran out and then tow, and you'd probably get the same position.
I would. Well, I could stop now and get the same position.
Yeah, that's true.
If I didn't, I could just slow up until the GT3 leader passed me and then cross the line right after he does. He's like at the start of Nordschleife right now.
.608.
My delta in this dash makes no sense right now. Like I know it's not supposed to make sense, but
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense within that not making sense either. Cause like,
Well, for me, what it does is, like, it will compare against whatever my best lap is, but it thinks it's comparing against Brett's best lap, which is the car's best lap.
yeah, that's one of the problems. But like at the start of my stint, it would be like, yeah, you're a second down on the lap, and I'd be getting like 19s, and then I'd be like matching the lap, and I'd be getting like low 17s.
Did you leave the session and come back?
Oh yeah.
So I think what it's doing is, like, It's changing the lap that it's comparing to
Oh, but
because you're
not
setting a
showing
new
it.
best lap.
Yeah, but it's not showing it on the dash. Yeah, okay, that's
Yeah,
probably it.
that's why
So,
it's weird.
however far off, it's probably however far off I am on my like 17.0 or whatever I did earlier.
So I think your best in this stint is a 17.1.
Okay.
So and I'm assuming it's comparing against that 12.29.
Yeah.
So if it says you're on for like a 12.1, you're on for a 17.0.
Okay.
And then if you actually hit a 17.0, then
That's the new one.
yeah, exactly.
Strange.
It's really weird, but like
I think it's
there
been
is a way to tell.
yeah. I think that's been like the case for every single endurance we've ever done though with when it comes to the delta.
Yeah. I was like in the Mustang at Daytona, I remember doing the same, like trying to figure out
We didn't have
what the laps were.
Oh, yeah. This just sucks especially because you have to do the math whenever you look at it. There's no like just
Yeah.
straight up delta, it's just predicted.
Well, I guess because it shows what the best lap that it thinks it's comparing to is, so I guess you can easily see like if you're up 4/10 or not, even if you don't know like what the lap is.
Yeah. I'm getting like double windscreen effects because the sun is glaring on my screen and showing dust particles, and then I have a bunch of marbles on my in-sim windscreen.
Oh.
So it's like super dirty.
Funny.
Faster traffic approaching. Left side. Clear.
What touring car do you think you're gonna buy for Thruxton?
Probably the Civic.
Okay. Sounds like 3 of us will be in Civics at least then.
Is it Edwin who likes Hyundai or Brett?
Brett, but he said he was happy to have gotten the Civic even though he didn't use it for this, because sometimes it's just the better car for a touring car race.
Okay. Are we talking about Herky 6367?
Yes.
No clue who that is.
Alright, thanks for trying for the past 30 minutes to figure that out.
Yeah.
Good investigation, Shoulder. We'll carry on. Can you keep an eye on where the GT3 leader is and let me know when he crosses the start finish?
Yeah.
I'm curious on if it'll be 2 to go when I cross the line, or 3. Oh, I think he's already crossed start finish. Like,
yeah, he's approaching the hairpin in the GP.
ooh. it's really touch and go then. Yeah, I don't know. He might slow up if he's got a lead to just not do an extra lap. Or wait, no, he'd have to speed up to do. Huh. Or wait. No, he'd have to slow down.
No, he'd slow down.
Yeah. He's got a lead of 1.5 minutes, so he could.
I love being an engineer and knowing what I'm looking at.
Oh yeah?
I'm watching the leader, and I see how the wing has twist, and I know why.
Why?
Because the middle of the wing, the incoming flow, has like downwash because it's coming over the rear windshield. That's like downward sloping.
Yeah.
So for the whole wing to have the same angle of attack, the middle of the wing needs to have less angle of attack.
Interesting. Yeah, I just drive car for the most part.
It's just, it's weird because I've been in college 5 years, but I feel like the last 2 years especially, and I think this is just the way engineering is. It's
Yeah.
like the shit skyrockets.
Yeah, it's like the first bit's theory, and then the last bit is actual practice.
Yeah, exactly. It's just weird because I think back to how much I knew 2 years ago, and I feel like 2 years ago I thought I knew a lot.
Oh, we
But
all
then,
did.
like, I had so many misconceptions about technical things.
That's like a really good thing to say about life in general, though. Every single year I'm older, I'm like, man, I was dumb a year ago.
Yeah. And then next year, we're probably gonna think that current us is dumb.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. No, I just think about like where I was, and I'm like, wow, I've
But the weird part about that is like extrapolating it far into the future. It's like everything that we think old people are dumb for saying that's gonna be us, and we're gonna think we're right because just incrementally, it's just been 1 year shifts.
Yeah.
Of like, wow, I used to be dumb.
Well, I already think about that with how like when we were teenagers, especially, how all the old people were like, oh man, Gen Zers and their whatever, their e-memes or whatever, and now we think like Gen Alpha humor is really terrible.
Yeah.
It is.
The 6-7
like,
shit was super annoying.
Yeah, but like they
Or
don't
like,
think it's annoying. They're just doing what we did like 5
it might
to
have
10
been
years
funny
ago.
for like a couple days, but then like it was literal months of like elementary school aged kids doing it, and we're like, dude,
Well,
stop.
yeah, it's trending younger, which makes it worse, but we did the same thing in like middle school with 21.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that lasted like 2 years.
But that one had a reason to be funny because
Yeah.
it was like
6-7 doesn't have a reason, you're right.
the 6-7 is just fucking random.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard 21 for like 2 or 3 years though, it was crazy.
21.
Yeah. Dude, like ever since that meme happened, I can't say or think of that number and just not think of that. And now that's the case for those two numbers as well, and it's sad.
When I was in 8th grade, I was in PE, and we were doing the hockey unit. So like everyone was huddled around the PE teacher so he could explain hockey before we started playing. And he was like, "Can someone name a position in hockey?" And I said 69. And I had to walk around the track for the whole day.
That's awesome. Walking around the track's fun. That's great.
Yeah. But then it was funny too because like there was this kid in my class, Chris, who was like kind of a geek. And he was like everyone, when I said it, everyone laughed. So he was just like thinking because it's funny, like, I don't know, he laughed, but he didn't get it.
Oh.
So he was like, it's funny because it's a random number.
Yeah.
That was like the funniest part, was him saying that.
Yeah, I mean, we've all been there where we didn't get it at first.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it was funny.
Hey, Edwin.
Edwin's here.
Man, I'm
We
tired.
got 9 minutes left.
Hopefully next one is our last one, otherwise we're short on fuel.
Have you been fuel saving?
Oh yeah, it's not fuel saving problem. I was good to take a splash and go towards the end, but then we got punted into the wall at that same section. We've all had problems by a Porsche Cup coming through and some netcode. So it was like a minute and a half of damage, but we went ahead and got it fixed, but it put us like a borderline. It just depends on where GT3 leader is when he crosses the line. Can you check that?
They just
Yeah,
crossed
I'm
the line.
looking.
Ah,
Yeah,
dang
you're
it,
gonna have
that's 2
another
to
lap.
go.
It's 13 seconds.
Okay, well, I have to pit this lap then. Unless I just go so slow that the GT3 leader passes me again.
You could just park at the last corner.
I could.
You could park like 2 feet before the start finish line.
I don't think they'd like that very much.
They wouldn't, but like.
What to do?
Oh man.
Decisions.
What I would have done was hoping I didn't wreck out in the first place.
Yeah. We learned.
Yeah, it's
from
tough.
Ugh.
Is this your first NERB 24 outing?
It is actually.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess now you know this race is not like other races in terms of like focus required, especially in this car.
Yeah, this car for sure makes it tough.
I think we've all had, like, Brett, Jake, and I have had like the benefit of having done this before. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is always a tougher race to navigate than normal races.
Makes me feel like such a, like, oh yeah, obviously real life drivers are so much better because they don't make mistakes like we do. I feel like they have a better time feeling the car out, but yeah, whenever I make any kind of mistake in these races, I'm like, yeah, this is why I'm not a real life driver.
Dude, even like on, I don't know, cause on like when I do tail on Assetto, it's really hard, and then I go there in real life and I'm able to just send it, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, you're reacting, but these guys aren't reacting.
that's true, but still, even in Like, obviously, I don't know the layout like that, but I'm still, even in even in Assetto, I'm still reacting, and it's like, it's way harder even reacting to, like, stay within the confines
Yeah.
of the track and all that.
It's a little
Versus
bit,
real life,
yeah.
it's way easier to know, like, what's possible and what's not.
It just doesn't sound right to say like, oh yeah, this is harder in sim racing. Like, it doesn't sound right coming out of my mouth. Like, you got to give us sim racers more credit. It's hard.
I think a lot of real racing drivers have said that though,
Yeah.
or a lot of drivers have, especially like, I don't know, I feel like nowadays a lot of the younger drivers have grown up sim racing.
Yeah.
But when you talk to the older ones who didn't grow up sim racing and have tried to translate, I feel like they say sim racing's harder because of like the lack of G-forces, and it's harder to feel the car and all this. I think Juan Pablo Montoya has said like sim racing feels impossible or something.
Yeah.
Like
I want to listen to the
he's not
same
good
guy
at
that
it.
says that racing in F1 is better than ever.
Domenicali?
Who said that?
Literally Juan Pablo.
Oh.
Bro, no way. I don't believe it. Alright, I can go one more lap, what am I saying? And then I'd have to decide what to do.
Oh, you have one more lap in it?
Yeah, but it's still not going to be enough. GT3 leader isn't going to catch me. I guess I probably wouldn't have to slow up as much as I'm thinking to let him by, so maybe I should just do that.
You'd have to park for
I
3
think-
minutes, so.
Yeah, but like pitting to take the fuel already loses me a lot of time. I don't know.
We're not catching
It's
up
not gonna
anybody.
lose you a position regardless.
Yeah.
Like, you could park for 3 minutes, but if you're gonna do that, you might as well just go into the pits and then not come out.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the completionist in me is saying I should probably just come in for the fuel. It's just so weird.
That's
I'm crossing
fair.
the line with 3 minutes left, and this isn't my last lap.
Yeah, crossing the line with 3 minutes left, but there's
I'm gonna-
18 minutes left.
I'm gonna cross the line with negative. What? Wait, how many?
Negative 5,
6
negative
minutes.
6.
Yeah. Yeah, that when we crossed halfway, we were like, oh yay, and then I was like, well, it could be as much as like 20 minutes plus. So who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the short end of the stick for this.
The guy couldn't just slow down by 13 seconds.
Yeah, it ended up being not as close as I thought. I thought it'd only be like a few seconds they'd have to slow up. They said at 8 minutes dead, of course. I mean,
Although he could still. He's got 2 minutes left if he wants to do that.
yeah.
I'll go on him and see what he does.
It would make sense. I mean, you don't have a whole lap's lead, so doing an extra lap just leads you open to some kind of catastrophe happening. Or like if you just
Yeah, that is true.
stop in front of the line off the road or something.
Especially when it's so close.
Yeah.
Like if it was a minute, that's a different story.
TM, I'm like, bro, do it. He's like on the back straight now.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
He's driving full tilt so far. He's going to the last chicane. He's gonna do the extra lap.
That doesn't sound. I don't think a professional race team would have done that. I think they would have just gone slower the rest of the last lap.
Well, also though, think about like, technically the goal is to cover the most distance possible in 24 hours. It could be like them trying to flex.
Yeah.
Even though technically it's like worse. But I feel like a lot of racers have the attitude of trying to do the most possible or prove the most possible.
Yeah, I guess. I just remember like I remember Le Mans in 2023 when Garage 56 was there for NASCAR, Garage 56 car or whatever. They had like the Ferrari that was leading GTP or whatever they call it in WEC slow down by like 10 seconds on the last lap just so they wouldn't have to do an extra one.
Yeah. Did you pit?
No, I'd have to
Or
pit
you
this
have
time.
to pit? Oh,
I have to
okay.
pit this time. Just imagine that something happens though and they lose the race. They'd feel real silly then. You have to be catastrophically bad to like get in a wreck and then not be able to finish with that much of a lead though.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, I don't think they would lose though. Wait.
They would, because the P2 is a minute
Oh,
56
you're
behind.
right. Because they don't have a full lap on second.
Yeah, that's why like obviously, yeah, sure, do the extra lap if you have the win in the
Yeah.
bag, but they
On
didn't.
most tracks, the minute 56 would be a one-lap lead, and they'd be fine either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, adding that extra lap is just like another risk that you go around. And if you make a
Yeah.
mistake, yeah, that's your race.
I hope people complain.
Protest.
Yeah. He's really not that far
When is
behind me
F1?
though. These tires are going to be cooked. They have done 13 laps by the end.
Well, I'm ready to save the whole replay.
Oh boy. You never left the session?
Nope.
Wow. I'm surprised you have enough memory for the replay spooling.
2 terabytes.
That's wild. Well, no,
Storage.
I'm talking about like short term.
I think replay spooling will use storage.
Okay.
At least Brett said. When I asked him what replay spooling was, he said it uses your hard drive, so...
I just
I'm
remember the first time we did this race, part of my stuttering was because I like never left the session. So
Yeah, so I was in the session for like, I don't know, 16 hours or something.
yeah.
And so was Brett, and I left and came back just to be sure. But at least in replay, I wasn't getting lag or anything, and Brett, while driving, wasn't getting lag.
I'm sure he would. He has a beefy boy. Yeah. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I feel like you can't be a software engineer and then like not have a fucking NASA PC or something.
He didn't used to though. Like when he first like joined us, he had like a pretty average one. He said
Oh,
like, yeah, I
really?
got tired of it. I got a 50 whatever, or I don't know, maybe it was a 4090 that he got before the 50 series was out. Despite these tires being old as balls, they're actually still doing pretty decent lap times for the conditions. Oh, also Edwin, we've been on 99X for like a while.
Yeah, I see that you're out 99.
Yep.
Well, up to you if you want to park right now or go to pit road and do the extra lap.
I'm not gonna park. Where's GT3 leader though?
It's coming over Vipperman.
I just don't want to pit and then him pass me while I'm in the pits, and then it not matter.
It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
He's not that close for you to get overtaken on pit road.
I'll be the last person to cross the line.
Also, I'm pretty sure you cross the line before you enter your pit box.
Probably.
So that part wouldn't matter anyway.
They're gonna like end the stream before I even take the flag.
$177 laps is the new record for the Nürburgring 24-hour.
Interesting.
And he's gonna go 3 for 3. This is his third time winning in a row? That's crazy. How unemployed are you to win this race 3 times in a row?
They gave me 1.5 gallons.
Did you put autofuel?
Yeah. Bro. That's like half of the gas I need to get around here. I'm at the freaking cruise.
No, well, too bad.
That's gonna
You're
take
not gonna make
forever. Just run out.
Okay. Why would it do that? It said it was gonna give me like 6, I thought. And I was trying to make sure it didn't do that, but then I saw it stop when it gave me like 1.5 gallons.
Was it iRacing or Race Labs?
iRacing.
Oh, you're talking about Hocevar.
I don't trust Race Lab. I guess I can't trust iRacing auto fuel either though.
I've never trusted it.
It's usually good. It's better than Race Lab.
I know when it first came out, it was really finicky.
Yeah.
I've never trusted it since.
I didn't use it to start, but yeah, after a while, I did. There's probably some kind of weirdness.
Or if
like
I use it, I'll put extra, but usually I'll just do the math myself.
Yeah, I mean, my guess is that it kind of bugged out because it's like, well, what? You don't need the fuel if the timer's on 0.
Yeah.
So it just gave me like the littlest amount that it could or something. I don't want to run out in a dangerous spot though.
Oh, you know what? When you were asking me if I could drive any car here for the first time, I would maybe take like a Cayman GT4 RS or something.
Nice.
That would be a good choice. I like them. The more I think about it, a Porsche would be good for the big brakes it has.
Right.
And then that car has aero, which is also a want.
Yeah.
Driving cars with power and no aero, I think, would be really dangerous here.
I think there's only 2 more cars behind me that actually need to finish, so I'm probably gonna make sure they pass me before I run out of fuel.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, I don't want to like run out in a bad spot. There's a TCR that's 5 seconds behind me. I think that's it. I think I can coast to the end, even though I don't have a clutch. I have 1/3 of a gallon.
I don't want to sit here and watch you try.
That was really dumb. I guess I could have just stayed in the box and made sure it
I
added
was
more.
saying.
It's like, I feel like who cares at this point?
Yeah, I know. I just don't like. We don't. It's not even gonna cross.
Well, either
the
way,
line.
you say you were a completionist, but you weren't going to be able to complete this lap anyway.
Nope. I think I can get to the carousel, maybe. Or I'll stop. Yeah, I'm gonna run out, like, and stop right before I get to the carousel. I should ask the TCR if it can push me all the way to the end. Dang, this thing, like, can't roll at all. Well, I'll soak in the scenery. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna make it. This is sad. That's an interesting way to end this race.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Close to glory.
Would have been cool to be the last car to cross the line.
Are the leaders doing donuts, you think? Or, well, they probably finished by now, but...
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes ago.
Man, we were, in general, pretty clean this race.
Yeah, I mean, for Nürburgring.
Because I think the other teams, like 7 through 10, for example, they either had something go on so early that they just quit, or they had like multiple incidents throughout the race.
Yeah.
I know the number 54 did have multiple incidents. Fraudline was out since 100 laps ago.
They had more incidents than us.
Yeah.
They just weren't as damage causing. Damage inducing, I'll say.
Fucking Eclipse Sim Sports. 174 laps off the lead.
Oh my god. I'll wait until it says scoring's complete and then I'll get out. Or actually, I don't know if it will. I think I'll just run the timer out.
I think I'm going to go.
That is fair. You've done well, sir.
Good. Thank you. Good race, y'all.
All right.
We'll get them next time.
Yep, Thruxton in 4 weeks.
Oh god, it's Thruxton. Oh shoot.
Alright, see ya.
See ya.
Alright, I am out as well.
It'll be cool to.
Cool to what?
It'll be cool to have us all be in the same race together in the same class. Have like 4 or 5 of us.
Well, if you guys go ahead and go beyond 6K, then yes.
No, it's not gonna. That's not gonna be a problem. There was like 4Ks in that race last year.
Thruxton last year?
Yeah, Major Monsivus, he's like 4K. He was in it last year.
Thruxton didn't even exist.
Yeah, last year was the first year.
This checkered flag.
Last year was the first year of the event.
It's odd.
I did my due diligence. Can you get pictures for social media?
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait until tonight.
What, you left the session already?
No, it's because I'm going to get ready for the NASCAR race.
You can't just send the pictures real quick? I can edit
I'm
them.
only gonna send you. I can only send you one, because that's all the time I have right now.
Okay. I just wasn't
And
in
I
the
know
session
exactly
the whole time, so all I'd have is ones at the from the end.
I know I'm doing it next year, if it doesn't interfere with some of the other things I want to do.
What, this race?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, maybe next year we'll have enough I rating to be confident making touring car class and we can do it.
Assuming they'll be back in touring car.
Yeah. Ah, it's freaking hot in this room. The sun's blazing.
Yeah, look at that camber on that car.
I thought you said you were gonna get to the track at like 9 a.m.
Yeah, and I need to shower, and I want to get there at 9 a.m.
You guys are close enough to... Is it really that close?
Yeah, I'm kind of an hour away, and I still need to get my breakfast too.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think you're making it at 9.
9 a.m. is not even when the race starts. I just prefer to get there early.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'm gonna close out the stream. Thank you guys for joining.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys on the Discord.
Yeah.